Lord Vitiate, later known as Valkorian, was the Sith Emperor during the era of the Old Republic. From his isolated temple on Dromund Kaas, Vitiate orchestrated the events of the Mandalorian Wars, single-handedly defeated two of the Jedi Order's greatest warriors, Revan and Malak, thus instigating their fall to the dark side, and later once again defeated a redeemed Revan, even with the Jedi exile Mitra Surik at his side. Arguably one of the greatest Sith of all time, Lord Vitiate's goals were unlike that of any other Sith that had come before him. He did not wish to rule the galaxy or eradicate the Jedi Order. Since his arrival on Dromund Kaas, Lord Vitiate's singular goal had been to destroy the entire galaxy and obtain eternal life. The Jedi Code states, "There is no death, there is the Force." And Vitiate, unlike many other Sith, subscribed to this belief. Vitiate did not fear death, he simply denied its existence. As he says, "There is no death, there is only the Force, and I am its master." The Sith Emperor was born under the name Tenebrae, and was conceived by the Sith pureblood Lord Dramath of Medrias and a poor farm woman. However, Dramath only became aware of his existence years later, when Tenebrae killed both his mother and father and forced the other villagers to bow down to him. Lord Dramath, fully aware of Tenebrae's incredible Force potential, asked him to swear fealty to him. Tenebrae refused, and, appearing to be stronger than his biological father, killed him in a duel. Afterwards, Tenebrae inherited his father's title and became the ruler of Medrias. Despite being the young age of 13, Tenebrae had somehow managed not only to defeat his far more experienced father, but establish his rule over an entire planet. Word of Tenebrae's feat spread through the Sith Empire, and eventually drew the attention of Dark Lord Marka Ragnos, ruler of the Sith Empire. Sith principles still having been based around treachery and betrayal, Marka Ragnos congratulated the young lord, and recognized him as the ruler of Medrias, under the name Lord Vitiate. In the following years, Vitiate distanced himself from the Sith Empire, appearing superficially content to rule Medrias. Over his century-long rule, Vitiate committed much of his time to studying the mysteries of the dark side. While other Sith became feared warlords, glorified deities, and martyrs of the dark side, Vitiate remained in his little corner of the galaxy, cold, calculating, and most of all, patient. Lord Vitiate would then declare himself Sith Emperor, basing his capital on the jungle planet of Dromund Kaas. Several hundred years would pass, and Vitiate's Sith Empire would become a prominent force in the galaxy. Centuries would pass, during which the Great Galactic War would come to an end with the defeat of the Galactic Republic. During this period of time, Vitiate's rule would also come to an end, when a Jedi Knight, known as the Hero of Tython, would manage to infiltrate Vitiate's Dark Temple and destroy the Emperor's body. For years afterwards, word of Vitiate's survival would spread, his existence undeniably gone, but never forgotten. Unbeknownst to the rest of the galaxy, Vitiate had spent the last several centuries forging an entirely separate society on the planet Zakul, which he would name the Eternal Empire. Vitiate would re-emerge as Valkorian, leader of this new society. Through the might of his sons, Thexan and Arkin, Valkorian would subdue both the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic, and gain a foothold on the galaxy at large. Even now, it is difficult to know the full extent of Valkorian's power. However, there is no doubt that the Emperor was one of the most dominating Force users ever seen in the galaxy, whose very presence inspired fear, anger, and hatred in those around him. Valkorian's story is yet to come to an end, and I personally will be excited to see exactly what it foretells.